Hello everybody, The Destroyer here, and welcome back to another cast of the Rise of the Witch King patch 2.02, version 5.0.1. A cast from the Rise of the Pumpking tournament from October 2015. And this is round 1, game 2 of MauHuR vs. Hayko on Spooky Fords of Eisen 2. Another custom map made for the tournament. A reskin of Fords of Eisen 2, of course. I do like this one quite a bit. Much cooler than the default Fords of Eisen 2. Very nice. So, I don't remember quite who did this one, but it is done quite well. Alright, so let's take a look at our players here. We have Hayko as the Dwarf in the bottom right, and of course his opponent is MauHuR as the Goblins in the top left. MauHuR's opening with a Goblin Cave. After two tunnels there, he'll be getting a third tunnel shortly. There it is. Looks like Hayko going for a mine shaft, and he must have a forward mine somewhere or something like that. I can't really tell on the mini-map if there is or not. Where's the second builder at? Did he go for a forward mine of some kind? There it is. He's put a forward mine all the way up here. Of course, all the white, the layers in this map are barrow whites to fit with the theme of Halloween. There's also some big whites in the water I saw. It's a little strange. Pretty cool though. But Hayko does not... Okay, he does have a Hall of Warriors. Good. I feel like my scroll rate is almost too high. It might be. Maybe I should turn that down a little bit. But I'll do that later. For now, we have our first battalion of Goblins going across the fords, heading towards Hayko's base. Hayko, of course, not prepared. His Dwarven Guardians are not on the field yet. He does have them queued right in front of his mine shaft, and he will be sending them out here, undoubtedly, to the Goblin base. Goblin vs. Dwarves can be a very tough matchup for Dwarves, especially in the hands of a good Goblin player, which MauHuR is definitely in that category. Anyone who is able to build a lot of troops and send them all over the place, constantly use the forged blades and just keep their macro up, it's very difficult to deal with the Goblins, as Goblins are a tiny bit overpowered, and they will be, of course, addressed next patch slightly. So we have Guardians coming out here. Unfortunately, he does lose his mine shaft, so there is that. There's our first battalion of Guardians. Let's call them Goblin Warriors. Those are Goblin Warriors. Those are Guardians. And they are being picked up by the fort, as well as these poison-bladed Goblin Warriors. And, of course, those will do a lot of damage. Goblin Warriors have a high attack with the poison blades, so most units do fall to the mass amount of numbers. Oh, and he actually saves his tunnel. That's a huge loss. The Guardians didn't manage to get anything done, which is too bad. And now MauHuR has a huge army. Even has some Goblin archers in there. Hayko's mine is about to be discovered, if not already been discovered. Unfortunately, his closest mine is actually down here. He's rebuilding his forward one, so he can start sending troops forward elsewhere, but he will lose his mine shaft here before any troops even get into it. Even if they did, there's just an overwhelming amount of Goblin Warriors here. MauHuR getting a little too close to the white, though. And he will take a few swings himself. Yeah, jeez. He's sitting on 3 Goblin Caves, and it's plenty. If we look at the command point limit, we have 600 or 60 of 350. We have 364 of 450 for MauHuR against Hayko there. And of course, both teams did go for War Chant and Rally Call, respectively, as tends to happen. MauHuR's also swatted this forward mine here. Look at all those poison blades. Nothing stands a chance. It is going to be very, very difficult for the Dwarves to pull off anything here. I think even with battalions of Guardians, he still won't be able to break it. He may need battle wagons if he's going to have any hope at all from defeating these. Unfortunately, he's losing forward mines everywhere, and MauHuR's continuing to expand his tunnels as well. So he's setting himself up quite well to be progressing in the tournament, I would say. Hayko's going to have a very tough time coming back. He's lost a lot of farms, and his army is very, very small in comparison to the Goblins. In comes a large Goblin horde across the fords here, looking to do some damage, pillage their way through the Dwarven lands. Hayko has one battalion of Guardians in there. He has a battalion there. Of course, no one's gone for the Cave Troll, because generally not realistic in a tournament game, I would imagine. No time for that. MauHuR's already got to the fort. Does he have a war chant? He does. Throw down the war chant, and look at the Dwarven fortress fall. There's no way the Dwarves will be able to save this fort. And it looks like Hayko will lose this game fairly quickly. So unfortunately, this game will end in about 5 minutes, which is kind of crazy. So, looks like the first set of games, not the most exciting of games. Hopefully the next batch will be better. It's just MauHuR is dominating here, unfortunately, for Hayko. And it looks like Hayko will be taken out of the tournament very quickly. So all he has to do is clean up these last two buildings. The Guardians are irrelevant. He does have the charge though, he could use that. Unfortunately, it's not really going to matter. I think MauHuR already has Wildlands on him. Well, I guess he did take down a fortress, that's not really surprising. And the Dwarves are all but destroyed here. He didn't even really have to use his Goblin Archers. They can definitely be helpful, but at this point, really, all you need is just a swarm of Goblin Warriors. Don't let anyone tell you that Goblin Warriors are not strong, because they're definitely strong. And there you go. Hayko's been defeated. And round 1, game 2 also goes to MauHuR. So, of course, he advances in the tournament, as you would expect. And there you go. So that has been a 1v1 on Spooky Fords of Eisen 2 from the Rise of the Pumpking tournament. And I'll be doing more casting and coverage of this tournament, as well as Phoenix will. So check out his channel as well. Link is in the description of my video. So yeah, I will see you guys next time.